Boston, it was the full experience Alek Manoah, a tornado of energy and emotion that was tearing the Fenway Park for a hot Saturday, triggering everything from alarm to rage on 6 captivating work sleeves. The range ran bailout on a land in the second round and shaking its right hand, using an indelicate language while it recommended that the CORDEREO franchise was seeded after a withdrawal to the 6th. Unhappy that the feeling of play of the Stars shouted in the exaltation after having ended Bobby Dalbec and takes a look at their bench, the Red Sox of Boston expressed their dissatisfaction, received more suggestions than they bow, and some of their players began to emerge from the absence of a canoe to continue the conversation. Quickly, the Blue Jays channeled their man from the man out of the field. The order remained and they proceeded to lock a 4-1 victory on Saturday, their 5th consecutive, improving them at 9-3 against the Red Sox this season. "Just competitive baseball," the man said Manoah about the exchange of 6th fiery round. "It's hot baseball, these guys try to do everything they can to win. We do the same thing on our side." I was quite pulled in the canoe and happy that we were able to obtain the victory. The next day, after establishing new franchise records with 28 points and 29 strokes, the Blue Jays needed Manoah and the enclosure of the lifts to be just as stingy as they were. RBI singles of Santiago Espinal and George Springer, with a fly of sacrifice Alejandro Kirk in the third, erased the deficit created by the solo shot of Bobby Dalbec in the second, and everything was from there. Manoah, fresh out of the shot on the side during an epic Stars round in which he was micro, was in the center in this regard, with all the inherent drama. There were surely thrilling hearts in the Blue Jays baseball operations offices during the second round. Manoah found himself for a 2-0 step in Dalbec, and as his right arm came over, something seemed to give, flowing the ball in the ground. Then, he surrounded the ball slowly before picking it up, his right arm swing while he spread his fingers, which prompted the acting manager John Schneider and coach Jose Minister to charge. "The mound was a bit glued," said Manoah, who caught a peek and slipped. "I was just trying to group myself, resume my breath and come back to pitch." After a brief conference, Manoah stayed in the game. 4 locations later, Dalbec sent a cursor on tee,